Very good morning to all of you. Today I want to start experiment number 20th. Title of experiment is given determination of iron content by microprocessor spectrophotometer methods for the given sample. Okay. Today's title is determination of iron content of the given water sample by microprocessor spectrophotometer. Today's class and subjects course outcome is prepared here. So there are 4 course outcomes. One is acquire capability to conduct experiments and estimate the concentration of different parameters. Second course outcome is compare the result with standards and discuss based on the purpose of analysis. Third course outcome is determine type of treatment, degree of treatment for water and wastewater. Fourth course outcome is identify the parameter to be analyzed for the student project work in environmental stream. So these are the course outcomes are prepared based on these subjects as well as based on this title of the experiment. Subject title is Environmental Engineering Laboratory and the subject code is 18 CVL 67. This comes in 6th semester of Civil Engineering departments. These are the apparatus and equipments are prepared to conduct the given experiments. So these apparatus and equipments are regularly we are using to execute to required experiments in a laboratory. Let us see for these experiments which are the apparatus are required specifically. Nestle tube, hot plate, burner, spectrophotometer, weighing balance, etc. So these are the apparatus are required. Next, which are the reagents are required? So here listed the reagents and prepared. First is hydrochloric acids. Second one is hydroxylamine hydrochloride solution. So this reagent is prepared by this procedure, that is dissolve 10 gram of ammonium hydrochloride solutions in distilled water and dilute to 100 ml of double distilled water. So then completely you dissolve. So now we are getting these reagents, that is hydroxylamine hydrochloride solution. Next, third reagent is ammonium acetate buffer solution. Ammonium acetate buffer solution. How to prepare this reagent? Dissolve 250 gram of methyl hydrochlorides reactions in 150 ml distilled waters. Okay. Dissolve 250 gram of NH4C2H3O2 in 150 ml distilled water. Add 700 ml of glacial acetic acid and the solution is diluted to 1 liter with the double distilled water. Now we are getting ammonium acetate buffer solutions. Next, phenanthrene solution is required. So how to prepare this phenanthrene solution? Dissolve 100 milligram 1/10 phenanthrene monohydrate solution in 100 ml double distilled water and 2 drops of concentric HCl. Now we are getting phenanthrene solutions. Next, stock iron solution. Add 20 ml concentric H2SO4. Add 20 ml concentric H2SO4 to 50 ml distilled water and dissolve 1.404 gram of this solutions, ferrous ammonium hydrochloride solution. Add dropwise 0.1 normality potassium permanganate, that is KMnO4, till faint color persists. Dilute to 1000 ml. So then now we are getting this is 1 ml equal to 200 milligram irons solutions. Then standard iron solution, how to prepare? Dilute 50 ml stark iron solution to 1000 ml. Dilute 50 ml stark iron solution to 1000 ml. Prepare this freshly. 1 ml equal to 10 milligram iron solution is prepared. So these are the reagents are required to execute these experiments carefully. Now what is the principle of this experiment? In the phenanthrolene method, the ferric from of iron is reduced to ferro. In the phenanthrolene method, the ferric from of iron is reduced to ferro form of boiling with HCl and hydroxylamine hydrochloride. The reduced iron settles with 1/10 phenanthrolene at pH 3.2 to 3.3 to form a complex of orange red color. The intensity of color is proportional to the concentration of iron and obeys Bayes law. Strong oxidizing agent like cyanide, nitrate, polyphosphate, chromium, zinc, cobalt and nickel interfere with the determination of iron. The boiling of the sample with an acid initially remains interference of cyanide, nitrite and polyphosphate. Hydrodynamic eliminates the interference caused by strong oxidizing agent. The metal ions interference can be overcome by using excess of phenolphthaleins. So this is the principles of this iron content experiments concepts. Procedure, how to execute these experiments. Let us see. Prepare a standard series with the help of standard iron solution. First step, prepare a standard series with the help of standard iron solution. That is, arrange 10 Nessler tubes. Arrange 10 Nessler tubes in a series and pipette out 1 ml, 2 ml, 3 ml and 4 ml, so on up to 10 ml of standard iron solution in these tubes. Means now you fill in each Nessler tube 1 ml, 2 ml, 3 ml etc. in increasing order. Concentration of iron in first Nessler tube is in milligram per liter. We are calculating 1 into 0.001 into 1000 divided by 50, we are getting 0.02 milligram per liter. This is the concentration is calculated based on these concepts. Next, add 1 ml of hydroxylamine hydrochloride solution and 2 ml of HCl to all the Nessler tubes. Now make up the volume of all Nessler tube to 50 ml by adding distilled waters. So this in third step, after adding the that is hydroxylamine hydrochloride solution and 2 ml HCl, so now you maintain the equal volume of 50 ml. Okay, transfer the contents from Nessler tube into beaker. Transfer the contents from Nessler tube into beaker and heat it on a burner or on a hot plate. Let the sample boil and reduce in volume to half of its original. So up to half of its original you wait. Remove the beaker from the hot plate and allow them to cool to room temperature and transfer the solution to respective Nestle tube and add 4 ml phenolphthalein solution and 10 ml ammonium acetate buffer solution to each of these tubes. Then mix them and leave for about 15 to 30 minutes for maximum color development. Calculate the spectrophotometer with double distilled water using 510 nanometer wavelengths. So be ready, spectrophotometers. Okay, calculate the spectrophotometer with distilled water using 510 nanometer wavelength. Place the sample and note down the percentage transmittance of each solution from the above prepared standard and plot a graph of the same with concentrations being along x-axis and transmittance along y-axis. Means now we use the natural graph sheet and plot the x-axis concentration, y-axis transmittance and obtain the graph. Now we are preparing standard graph. Then now take the samples and carry out the steps from 3 to 6. Now take the samples and carry out the steps from 3 to 6. Observe the transmittance referring to standard graph prepared. The transmittance of the sample gives the concentration of ions. So now we are getting the concentration of iron from the prepared standard graph for the given sample. Now write the results here. You take two samples readings. First is the iron concentration of sample 1 we are getting in ppm, and second the iron concentration of sample 2 we are getting in ppm. Now write the comment based on the results. Concentration of iron in the given water sample is less than 0.3 milligram per liter as per the IS code. Concentration of iron in the given water sample is, it should be less than 0.3 milligram per liter. So it is suitable for drinking water and observe the transmittance. Referring to the standard graph prepared, the transmitted of sample gives irons. So this is the comment of this experiment. Where it's applicable, this experiments. Application of iron data in environmental engineering practice. Okay. Iron content of water is important in determining the stability of water for domestic and industrial purpose. Second is determination of iron is useful to select the important unit and design of treatment unit. Next application, it is used to determine the efficiency of treatment units. It is also used to assist in the solution of problems in distribution system where iron fixing bacteria are troublesome. So these are the applications to conduct these experiments. And what is the significance? What are the environmental significance? First is iron rich water exposed to air become turbid and highly unacceptable from the aesthetic viewpoint due to oxidation of soluble iron to insoluble ferric acids, which settles out as a rust colored salt. Such water often tastes unpotable even at low concentrations of 0.3 milligram per liter. Iron in 0.3 milligram per liter causes streams to wash basin and steel containers. Iron in 0.3 milligram per liter causes streams to wash basin and steel containers. They also form red spot in clothes. Iron also promote the growth of iron bacteria which derive their energy from the oxidation of ferrous to ferric. It causes problem in water closets, pipes and pumps. So these are the environmental significations of iron content experiment. Now see, these are the observations and calculations. How we are calculating. See, this is the table. So here standard solution taken up to 10 Nestle tube, that is 1 ml, 2 ml, 3 ml, 4 ml, 5 ml, 6 ml, 7 ml, 8 ml, 9 ml, 10 ml, etc. and we are entering the reading percentage transmittance in percentage and concentration in milligram per liter is nothing but a ppm from the graph. Then we are plotting the graph based on x-axis and based on y-axis. So then we are taking the reading of sample 1, we are taking the sample 2. So based on these tables we are calculating the results. Okay, so these are the references or referrals. So first one is IS codes of 3025 series, and second one is standard method examination of water and wastewater by Alpha of 20th editions, and this manuals is refers for to solve environmental engineering laboratory experiments in details and to conduct ask the experiments. Okay, next class means next experiment I will be continue in next class. Thank you, one and all.